Jesus Christ was not on the earth when Paul wrote this. He said, all men forsook me. Nevertheless, notwithstanding, the Lord stood with me. He said, I felt His presence. You know what you really need to know? You know what I really need to know? It's whether or not God is with us. It doesn't matter that that brother's not with us anymore, or that sister's not with us. All those things might hurt, or that relationship might have failed. Is the Lord with us? That's what we need to know. That's how we can go forward, because we've got a friend. Notwithstanding, the Lord stood with me, and He said, and strengthened me, that by me the preaching might be fully known, and that all the Gentiles might hear, and I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. Christ was faithful to Paul. I'm going to tell you, He'll be faithful to you too. He's going to be faithful to you. The Bible says in Psalm 37:39, but the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. Hey, our deliverance, it comes from Him. He's our strength in time of trouble. Psalm 109:31, for He shall stand at the right hand of the poor. Aren't you glad to read that? Isn't that sweet words? I bet the poor feel like nobody's there for them. The Lord said, I'll stand right beside you. Isn't that good? Psalm 142, verse 3, it says, when my spirit was overwhelmed within me, when thou knewest my path, in the way wherein I walked, have they privately laid a snare for me. I looked on my right hand and beheld, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me. No man cared for my soul. I cried unto Thee, O Lord. I said, Thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. Proverbs 18:24, we have a friend. Listen to this. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. You want friends? Be friendly. But don't forget this. There's a friend that'll stick closer than a brother. His name's Jesus. How you know that? John 15, He said, Ye are my friends. Isn't that good? He said, You are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. Can you imagine? The servant really don't know what the Lord's doing of the house. When the servant's out working in the field, he don't know what the owner of the vineyard's doing. He's out running errands and doing whatever. He said, we don't have that kind of relationship. He said, but I've called you friends. For all things I've heard of my Father, I've made known unto you. That was such a sweet thought when I thought about that. I read that last night. Listen to what He said. He said, I'm going to call you a friend. He said, you know why? Because everything my Father's told me, I'm telling it to you. You ever had that friend at school or on the job say, hey, I've got something I want to share with you. I'm not telling anybody else. But I trust you. You're my friend. That's what the Lord did. He said, I'm going to tell you something. Not everybody's going to hear it. But everything I've heard from my Father, I'm going to tell it to you because you are my friend. And this will help you. Isn't that good? We got a friend today. I must go on, though I'm forsaken. I must go on through forgiveness. And I must go on because I have a friend. I have a friend that's going to help me. You have a friend that's going to help you. No matter what's going on in your life, God's going to help you. Let's all stand together this morning. We'll try to get some more of this tonight.